Super Bowl preview, quarterback school version. What are we looking at? Something a little below the surface, detailed, nuanced matchup, one for each team. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So in this video, we are looking at two specific elements of the game that I think will have a massive impact, that are probably a little bit deeper dive of an analysis than you will get as far as just normal highlights, game analysis type videos. And really what we're talking about, one thing for each team. So for the Chiefs, we are taking a deep dive on how are they going to cover Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. In the first matchup, week 12, they tried a bunch of different versions. They got burnt, middle field closed man. They tried some straight quarters. They tried some two-man. But the thing that I thought they had the most success with, especially in gotta-have-it situations, third medium, third and long, get off the field downs, they basically doubled Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill and basically played zero everywhere else. Now, it didn't work perfectly every single time, but I really felt like that gave them the best chance to be successful. So will the Bucs dive into that mode again? How will they cover those two players, especially when they're not on the same side of the ball? We're diving into that. Then for the Bucs, we're looking run game, something we don't usually spend a whole lot of time on this channel with, but just the X's and O's. Yes, the Bucs will take their shots down the field with some play action. Yes, there will be opportunities for big plays. There will definitely be some biscuits out there. But this idea of how they started that game, the originally versus the Chiefs, with the runs that they were doing, really more what I'm used to calling pattern gap runs where they're pulling someone, running one back power, different versions of that. What we're going to spend our time on is what they came out in the second half. And they really tried to establish a physical presence at the line of scrimmage and kept running duo. We are going to dive in, show 4 examples of what I think that they're going to start the game with and try to live in that world and really assert their presence at the line of scrimmage, see how you block that, how you match that up. So we're going, how do you cover Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill on gotta have it downs? And then what the Bucs look like, how they are going to come out of this game trying to run where they got success in the first matchup. Breaking it down, let's get it going. Super Bowl 55 preview. What are we going to look for? Something different, something unique. What I'm personally going to be looking for is how the Bucs are going to handle Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce in passing situations. Now, passing situations for the Chiefs are just about any time, but really the crucial downs. The third and gotta have them's. Now, this is obviously what they're not going to do. Thumbnail alert right there. They're not going to just let their DBs be on an island, middle field closed like this. Again, Romo right here with the formation. Just making fun of how enamored he was with it. But I do think that there's some interesting thought process to this formation just because of what it causes them to do. But I'm telling you, they're not going to win this game if they're in middle field closed man like this. That's just the reality of it. Guys are too fast, too much speed, too much talent on the field to be able to handle this. So if they're not going to do middle field closed man like this, which they established the first time when Tyreek Hill went off in the first half, what are they going to do? And what they did a few times in the game later on third and really important downs, 3rd and 8 right here, is essentially they said, we're going to double Hill and Kelce no matter where they are. So up top, they're the 2 receivers in the condensed formation. And you're going to get basically 4 defenders to cover those 2. They are double teaming them wherever they go. It's what I'm most used to calling double the stars. And normally that's on a split field coverage, meaning one side of the field and the other side of the field. Now, it doesn't end up working out here because Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes and makes JPP lose contain, doesn't have a chance. And then he just makes a really nice play. Fortunate that he ran out of bounds there too, 11. But scheme-wise, this is what I'm going to be looking for. How are they going to decide to handle him, this matchup? And don't get it wrong, there's not going to be only one way to do it. But to me, this is the most intriguing way. So these 2 safeties, basically those 4 have these 2. Now, it just so happens that they lined up in a condensed right next to themselves split. I think in this call, if they were lined up, split the field, they would still, this play is basically, hey, we are doubling Hill, Kelce, wherever they go. And to be honest with you, I think this is the best way to handle it. These two right there. These two right there. No matter where they are on the field. Now, what does that mean on the backside? That means that it is cover 0 in reality. These two guys must win. The backs must win. It doesn't get better than this. Now, you have to have a plan on how to attack this. But there's nobody back here on this other side of the field. There's no safety over the top. This is all fluff. It does not exist in the coverage structure for these two players, really for these three players. Go get something down the field, double move, take advantage of leverage, all sorts of different opportunities that they will have a plan to exploit. But would I rather lose by this, by Mahomes running around making a crazy play, than Tyreek Hill or Kelsey just chipping away, gnawing us on gotta-have-it situations, third medium, third long? Yes, I would rather do it like this. Now, you can see those safeties in the back. They're not doing any sort of over-the-top, normal, half-field, quarter field, middle field coverage. They're doubling. It's 0 everywhere. And this is what happens with 0. Somebody falls down, you can make a play. Another example, 3rd and 5. This time they start in Romo right and shift to the same side. So again, let's say if they would have stayed here, what would have happened? To me, if we're running the coverage where we're just double teaming Tyreek Hill right here with these two, no matter where he goes, we got him. On the other side, these two. Right here, right here. No matter where he goes. Now, what does that mean? Again, that means that we've got this one-on-one, this one-on-one, and this one-on-one. They tried to get to this one-on-one. I think that they're going to have a plan to get the ball, sure, to that one-on-one. I would also not be surprised if they had a plan to put Kelsey and Hill way on the outside to move those things out and then just play 3-on-3. If you got an opportunity to play 3-on-3 inside 3, to run some 3 variation, run it down the pipe with someone, option routes with the auxiliary players, the others, as Barkley would like to say. That is what I'm going to be looking for, because there's no way that you can let Tyreek Hill and Kelsey go out there and have career days in the Super Bowl. Now, the other thing I would add is that I personally would probably rush 3 and have a spy. Now, I know that that means that's operating under the assumption that you can have a spy tackle Patrick Mahomes, which I don't think you really can all the time. But again, I'm not sure what rushing 4 really matters when he's going to get the ball out the majority of the time or run around and make a play. Here's an example, that cover 0 down here to the bottom, of options. Now, 14 looks like he's startled that he even gets the ball here. I'm not a fan of this type of release. Gets held a little bit at the top. Not on the same page. But I love that. If you're the Bucs defense, this is what I want to see. Again, 32-31. That's not a normal shell. And when we're talking about middle field open, middle field closed shell, these are the double middle finger shells. Regardless, they're going to have a plan to double Kelsey and Hill at the same time. I would guess that they're only going to rush 3, spy him. But again, for me, it will be interesting to see how the Chiefs decide to utilize, target the other guys, especially with Edwards-Helaire being healthy in the backfield. What does that look like? Shots down the field, potentially. Some posts down the field, probably with no middle field help. Again, they will have a plan to take advantage of this coverage, which they will see in 3rd and gotta have it. So, halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. You're not quite ready for a full subscription yet. It's free. It's pretty easy. Click a button, hit the button with notifications. Don't want to go that far. Hit a like, help grow the channel, engage with a comment. I'll do my best to get back to you. Let's keep the video going. Now, what do we expect the Bucs to do on offense? This is not quite as sexy as double teaming 2 players, but I expect them to do exactly what they did coming out of halftime in the Week 12 matchup. And what they did was change their run style from running a lot of what I would call one-back power or gap stuff where they're pulling people to running duo, down your face. Now, there are certainly some gap elements to duo, but we're not pulling anybody. We're getting the back real clear lanes, and they were creating a lot of common color. What do I mean by that? quickly here talk about exactly how to block this. I definitely don't want to get into a duo inside zone. I don't really care what you call this. But for me, this is a strong side, meaning we're running to the tight end run. We are getting downhill. We are normally reading the front side inside linebacker, which doesn't make it easy right here with how they got there with this motion. But again, how they get there, I don't really care. The easiest way to tell here is for the center, we're running to the tight end side. Okay, first of all, you have to have a tight end that can handle the end, usually. Then you're going to count 3 back on the weak side. We're going to go here, here. We're going to combo this. We're looking for, and duo, really, as many double teams as possible. So right here, up here, to whoever shows. So it's either these two here or these two here. Right here, they run it with a little insert from Godwin, not Goodwin, and we are downhill. But really, we're looking for double teams, and we're looking for vertical movement. There's that double team, right guard, right tackle, or right guard, center. Right tackle actually oversets, oversteps, trying to get that base. Does a nice job recovering, though, ejecting it from the hole. And that's how you come out the second half. That's how you'd like to start the game. So the very next run, let's run it again. Now, they don't get quite the chunk, but come up, make a nice tackle. You got to come up and make this type of tackle from the safety position. But again, downhill. Double teams. Trying to get vertical. Can they come up and make tackles like that all game? I think they want to find out. Now, it certainly doesn't mean that they're only going to do this. They're not going to have a full run catalog, but they sure had a lot more success. Again, just watching this, watch the blocking here now, double teams. We should get a double team with the center, right guard, to the left inside linebacker. Easy to see. So right here, here. We should get here, here, and those are the 2 double teams on this one. Backside, backside. There it is. You got to be able to blunt this up. Right off the edge, insert, or they run it out of bunch as well. The LSU special. But this is downhill, in your face. Nice job. Quick little cut. Again, check Gronk out here. Boom, off the wing. Just wash it down. I mean, that is washing it down from the big man. Come up. That's a come up, make a nice tackle. They came to it later in the third quarter again. This time they hit it big. 3rd and short. Again, I also like it. Check down here. Tethered with a little RPO, a little now screen. If they don't come out and press you twice, get it to AB in space. But this is downhill attitude running, everything except stepping out of bounds. Look at the double teams again. Right guard, right center. Double team to the right inside linebacker. Left guard, left tackle. Double team to 3. Up to the inside linebacker, strong side. And then we are running through common color. Don't love telling running backs how to run. Love to tell them the aiming point, tell them who to read, play side inside linebacker, and then tell them to find common color. Do not run into the back of your own players. Find common color and explode through the line of scrimmage. Under control to the line of scrimmage, explode through the line of scrimmage. Again, one more time. Look at that common color explode between 76 and 74. Left guard, left tackle. Boom. Let's go. Downhill. And again, not every run is going to be a massive chunk like that. But they just need to stay with this run. Again, they come back to it right here, the very next play. So again, back-to-back play calls, back-to-back times. Don't necessarily love that. A little high school Harry for me. But I do love the fact that they're running this, not pulling people, not letting people get penetration. Now, how do you stop this? You beat the one-on-one blocks. So right here, the shade on the center, 91, and then Gronk. First the center. Extend, use his eyes, throw, go make a play down the line of scrimmage. Gronk stood up, squeezed. Nowhere to go. No hole through common color there. Now, can the Chiefs do this every single time? But I love the fact that they're coming out, running duo, downhill, establishing an attitude, running the ball with those backs to then be able to build off with the play actions, with the shots down the field. But again, just look at the double teams. It's what we're trying to get. We only get one here based on the front. right guard, right tackle, and it's not enough. They do a nice job stalling this thing at the line of scrimmage. But these are the games within the games. So that is a wrap. Super Bowl 55 preview is in the books. If you want to see the entire game broken down, that Week 12 matchup, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Other than that, lock in. Hopefully we got a chance for a stellar Super Bowl. Some of the best quarterbacks to ever do it, lined up, making it happen. Super Bowl 55, let's get it going. Thanks so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one. Is back on the day like Antonio Gates when he used to really crush Kansas City. Kansas City used to come out and hit him with like what I used to call punt coverage or punt return defense, where they would come out, and if we're doubling, these two guys are right here are doubling Kelsey, you come out here and you just put two, like your punt coverage, two gunners right there. Easy on the drawing there, huh? Right here, trying to knock that